Dr. Nardi here, back with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about what you need to do to prepare a reference list for your research paper. Now this video will help you along with the American Psychological Association manual, and you should use that in conjunction with this video. So we'll get some tips here, but I really strongly suggest you all to get the manual, and there's also free options online as well at various websites. Now, guideline 1, I would like you to consider using software to help you write your reference list. It helps you manage your details of your reference list. And some of the softwares that I have seen are EndNote, EasyBib, RefWorks. Now, again, some of these are paid for, some of these are free. There are some open source software you can buy. But again, if you're just writing for a class paper, I would probably use software like Zorto or Zotero. I probably butchered that, but I would use that software potentially. And maybe you can get that at no cost, because again, it's open source. And really what this does is it helps you organize and store the references that you need, and you don't have to copy and paste your citations because it automatically can put them in. But I will warn you, there is a little bit of learning curve to this software. So again, it's a potential option. It's not necessarily, but that is guideline number 1. So guideline number 2 is make sure you place the reference list at the end of the review under the main heading References. The main heading References should be centered. Do not underline it. Use boldface, italics, or quotation marks. And again, it is the last element in the review except for the author's contact information or appendices if there are any. Guideline number 3. A reference list should refer only to sources cited in the literature review. So only cite things you actually referenced in your paper. Do not include references that you did not use in your paper. Guideline number 4. Put your reference list in alphabetical order by author's surname. This one's pretty straightforward, but put it in alphabetical order, start with the author's surname, and go from there. Guideline number 5, double space all entries. All text contained within your reference list should be double spaced. Guideline number 6, using hanging indents for second and subsequent lines of references. And a hanging indent is created when the first line is not indented, but the second or the subsequent lines are indented. Guideline number 7, learn how to create hanging indents using a word processing program. Again, there are different programs you could use, but please take your time and learn how to do this, because if you don't do it right, then it could mess up your whole paper. So again, I'm not going to go into details in this video because there are tutorials out there that you could probably watch that'll actually get into if you're using Microsoft Office or if you're using the Google free software. Again, there's variations on that, but learn how to do it. Guideline number 8, italicize the titles of journals and their volume numbers. So make sure you italicize the title of the journal, and if there is a volume number, italicize the volume number. Guideline number 9, pay particular attention to capitalization. So again, depending on the style manual you're using, but they specify when to capitalize in a reference list, right? For example, in APA style, only the first letter of the first word in the main title and subtitle, if any, of the article title is capitalized. This is true even though all important words in the titles of the abstract and the journals themselves are capitalized. Again, keep that in mind. Guideline number 10, pay particular attention to punctuation. Failure to use proper punctuation or reference lists could lead to corrections on your paper from your professor, so make sure you watch punctuation. Guideline number 11, do not add extraneous materials such as abbreviations for page numbers. So page numbers in APA style for journals are the last 2 numbers in a reference. APA style does not use abbreviations such as P or PP, right? You might have seen this in your papers. Do not use those. Guideline number 12, journal articles accessed through online database repositories should be cited as if they were accessed in a print form. Do not cite journal articles accessed through online databases as websites. Journal articles accessed through online repositories, such as PsycInfo, you must cite the source as if it were viewed in the print form if you actually went to the library and looked at it. Guideline number 13. Because material published online may be modified periodically, it is important to include the date on which the online material was retrieved. So again, provide the date and the URL and the references for the material published online. Guideline number 14. Format references to books in accordance with the style manual. Again, refer to APA, look how they tell you to format books, because books are formatted differently than journal articles are. Guideline number 15. If using an online bibliography tool like we talked about earlier, make sure that the generated citations are listed correctly and it's in the correct format. And unfortunately, I've used online bibliography tools and sometimes they do not cite it correctly. Sometimes you could use Google Scholar to do it or Son of Citation Machine, but it does not come out well. You have to be careful. Double check it. Don't trust the machine. Guideline number 16. Double check the references against the citations in the body of the review. Again, in addition to checking that all the material is cited correctly, make sure that the spelling of the author's last name is the same. Make sure that it actually appears in your paper. Make sure the years are the same. Again, be conscientious when you write your references. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye for now.